Awesome.
Awesome. Who are you this game?
Another couple seconds to go.
Who are you this game? Hitsquad 5-6. You are Lucian. Okay.
Nice. Just showed up for me too. Hell yeah. Alright. I'm at 1 minute, or I'm at 003.
Okay.
I got it there.
003? 1 sec. Okay, ready, set, started. Okay, so you are Lucian in this game versus Kalista.
Wait, where are you at right now?
9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay. Alright, we Gucci.
Awesome, so we got Hitsquad 5-6 on Lucian with any support versus Kalista Blitz. Alrighty.
Just forewarning anyone watching, or listening, I told Annie in the beginning you're gonna hear a few pings coming out of me because I told Annie not to push, and I felt like she was just like mindlessly just like shoving the wave, and I was trying to say like, hey, don't, and I was like back pinging her, I was typing to her, but she didn't communicate with me all game, so you know, there's that.
That's fine. I mean, we don't really care what Annie does. We're more worried about like you know, because that's what you're not dealing with this Annie, are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay, yeah. So it doesn't really matter what the hell she does. We just want to get you better, not her.
Word. I've always wondered where's like the best spot to stand.
So what you can do is you can actually stand. So you know how you're standing inside the tri-bush right here?
Mm-hmm.
If you stand like on the other side of the wall and just ward in the tri-bush, it's better. You don't want, because if you're standing here, I know you put a ward like the deep ward there as well. So like in this case you're fine. But if you didn't have anything warded over there, this is a really risky spot to stay because they can just come in and like hook you with blitz or something, you know?
Oh, okay.
You just have to make sure that like if you're facing blitz that you don't want to really stand in the bushes because you can hook over walls, etc. without you knowing. Alright, so the first thing you want to do here is, you know, a blitz is much stronger level 2 than he is level 1 since he can knock you up. So you want to be pushing this lane as hard as possible. Annie's actually doing the right thing here by pushing. You want to be doing the same thing. You're just kind of standing here and letting, like last hitting right here. You want to basically like queue the backline of the minions, like queue all of them, and make sure you're pushing them in. Because you really want this level 2 before they do. Okay, that was good though. So you auto-attacked it, that was really nice. Make sure so in this case, so you know how you're taking the path of where you're not really pushing as hard as you could, you're just like last hitting? When against like tanky supports like Blitzcrank, Leona, stuff like that, whenever you see them, auto-attack them. If you have nothing to last hit, auto-attack the support. Because that's what that's going to do, is it's going to deter them from wanting to go in on you.
Okay.
Because, you know, as a tank support, they have to get in your face, and if they're already half health by the time that happens, they don't really want to do that anymore.
I think I fucked up here a little bit. No, yeah.
Well, I mean, Annie got hooked. There's really, I mean, you kind of got your heal a little late, but here you can actually fight them, because for them to fight you, they have to get past your minion wave, which means they'll take aggro. Always make sure you know how many minions are on each side, right? Because early game minions hurt a lot than you think, a lot more than you would think. So I see you have your trinket up. Blitz is really like getting his bush control. There you go. You warded it. I just didn't see that like while I was talking, so.
Okay.
This is fine. You gotta play a little safe, unfortunately, since you're what do you call it, your support's not here. So if she's coming through here like this, you could actually like turn on them right now, because like I said, they're tanking minion aggro here as well. This is perfect.
I was kind of hoping. I remember chatting to her. I said, hey, next time, like, just charge your stun up in fountain, so as soon as you get back to lane, you know, we'll have it. But that's just. I probably could have killed him. Like.
Yep, you could, because like if Kalista had come to help him, she would have been taking minions too.
Okay.
So.
Should I have backed at this point?
Let's see, how much gold do you have right here? You have 680. No, you really have no reason to back. I mean, most you can get is a Doran's Blade. You're not low or anything. Right here. So your support's still level 2. They're both level 3. Now, Kalista's really You want to make sure you're taking advantage of this. So like, instead of... So you know how like your body language, quote unquote, is how you're like standing behind minions and are like really scared?
Uh-huh.
Get in their face, because first of all, even if you do get hooked by Blitz's exhaust is down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he used it last time. His exhaust is down. Kalista's so she doesn't have enough for rend here. Just auto her. You can make sure when she's going for a last hit, you auto her, because then you forces her to choose. Like, do I want to go for the last hit, or do I want to trade with this Lucian?
Okay. So should I like set up for that and like wait when the minion's low and then I come up, or?
Correct. So like you should know, like, it's like an intuition thing that like she's gonna go for that low minion that's right in front of her, and when she's charging her basic attack, you go straight for her. And you can get like a free couple autos off, because you know they'll be scared. They'll be like, okay, what do I do here? Like, do I attack the minion? Do I attack him? Like, that's the main thing about bot lane. Is like you gotta know when is your window to trade.
I feel like I'm much better at that 1v1, because like mid, for example, I'm able to, I guess, really tell like you're saying, like body language and stuff, but that's because I play mid like way more than I do AD carry. I kind of wish I did give you a mid one.
Well, we can like maybe set up some other time in the future for like a mid review, but for now we'll just try to focus on AD, because like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with like knowing what to do in 2 roles, right? So
not at all.
So you should know here that their bot lane has speed, so just push this lane as hard as you can, and then you have enough for basically a pickaxe. You don't have enough for a BF sword. So just push this lane as hard as you can. You don't want to like leave it when it's like halfway pushed, because then it's gonna be in a bad position for you. And just get more, like, go into custom or practice your last hitting. You're wasting a lot of time here by staying, because she's already gone back in bot, so she has like items on you. So you staying here with just the Doran's Blade is like really bad, because if they fight you or something, you're not gonna be able to win.
Okay. I see.
Like right here, if this ends up being a fight, you're gonna be at a huge disadvantage. Probably you're gonna lose, and you'll be set back a lot more instead of when you could just gone back and bought. I know you might be waiting for like 100 gold for that BF sword money.
Yeah, I think that's what I was doing.
Ooh, that was a nice hook.
Oops.
Okay, I guess you wanted to really alpha strike to that minion, but that's fine though. It's fine. So you luckily you didn't. Neither of you guys died, so you weren't really like set behind that much. Now, so you're gonna go back here, I'm assuming, after these couple minions, and you're gonna buy your BF sword, right? What do you, just looking at the items down here, so you versus Kalista, you have a BF sword and she has a Zeal. What goes through your mind?
Play aggressive, really, try and auto attack Q, auto attack, eat, like dash auto attack, really just try and get those trades in as early as possible.
Okay, why?
I just feel like I'm stronger than her. I'm playing Lucian. Yeah, she does have a blitzcrank, and that would kind of, like, if he gets a hook, I'm pretty much screwed. But I don't know. I just feel like I can outtrade her 1v1, and also Annie can get in there and help me out.
Okay, perfect. So there's a two-pronged reasoning here, okay? One, Lucian's like more of a lane bully, right? He has more burst than Kalista does. Two, you have a BF sword, which is like damage versus attack speed on her, which means her autos aren't going to do as much as yours will. 3, they have a blitzcrank, but use that to your advantage. Blitzcrank's hook cooldown is incredibly high. He throws a hook out and he misses, you have like a 12-15 second window to do whatever the hell you want, because he's useless. Now you got hooked here, that sucks, but if you had dodged that hook, you had the window there. So like that's something that was just your fault, you got hooked.
Yeah.
Right? So try to stand behind minions, when you're facing blitz, because that way he can't hook you. But that's a big thing when you're facing him though, because he is really, really vulnerable if that cooldown is down. And especially versus Kalista, like if you BFs her versus Zeal, like you're in the driver's seat. You know she has 3 kills right now. I don't even know what the hell she's building a Zeal into. Like I don't know why she has a Zeal.
I think she built a Shiv.
First
yeah,
item.
I was wondering the same thing.
That's dumb. It's just really stupid. But yeah, so bot lane or like any lane in general, like I'm sure you do this when you play mid, but apply the same thing for bot lane. You play around their cooldowns or around their mana. If their mana's low, you can afford to fight them. If they use a cooldown, you use that window to because they have nothing else to do. That's when you like take the fight to them. Same with you. So like let's say you use your cooldowns like your entire combo, right? As like Lucian Graves or something. Now you're vulnerable because like you don't have as much damage, so you want to back off from that fight. A mental counter is like I like to say that because like when I'm playing like lanes and stuff, I just keep like a mental counter of like, well, what moves do they use? Like what's down on their side for like major cooldowns, not ones that are like a 2-3 second cooldown, but you know like Silver Spell Shield, Blitz Hooks, Leona Ease, stuff like that. So that was just a mistake you made right there where you died.
Yeah, I didn't expect the ult. I didn't expect that. I tried to dodge it, but you know that just it didn't happen.
It was just like kind of like not a smart move to be pushing alone without your support there. So that's just something you should have known. Okay, so you're in a kind of a difficult position here because like you're 0-2-0 to her 4-0-1, but and they are in the like it does look like intimidating, right? But all honesty though, one question: why are you building a dagger? Is that for your boots?
I was gonna go boots.
Okay.
Boots and preserves, I think.
Yeah. Future reference: don't delay your IE like that. Just hold on to the money and just go for like the IE components, you know, like the pickaxe and stuff. Delaying your IE puts you a lot more behind than you think. Because I've seen this mistake before on like other people where like they'll have like a BF serve, but then they'll finish boots, which is 100 or what 1,200, 1,100 gold, and that money could have been used for like a pickaxe, and towards your cloak of agility, stuff like that. I don't know if you can take her. She is but she has a bunch of Ren stacks on you. I think you can take her actually.
I think
Yeah.
I saw. I don't know.
If that Q had hit her, you could have taken her because of the fact that she was And she hadn't bought yet, so all she still had was just that like static shift. I'm pretty sure she has a lot of gold on her right now. Yeah, she has 1,300 on her.
Is it just me? But I felt like I was still stronger than her, even though she was 4-0.
Yep. No, you would be because like when a Kalista rushes attack speed, she doesn't do a lot of damage unless she gets a crap ton of Ren stacks on you.
Jumping all over the damn place.
Correct. Like that's what she has on her, but like her individual basic attacks aren't going to be as strong as yours are because you have like the flat basic flat damage. So I'm pretty sure you're going in here because your Lux is nearby. Oh, nice bind.
Yeah, that was real good.
Okay. Yeah, your Annie's a bit subpar, so like, just you gotta play around her, you know. Unfortunately, because that's how like solo queue bot laning is. It's like you have to play around her because she's pretty bad. But honestly, like if you could have probably not died those 2 times easily. Like those 2 deaths weren't really Annie's fault. Like one of them was just you pushing by yourself, and then the other one was you getting hooked. So if you didn't do that, Kalista would have been 3-0-1, which is not good, but like it's better than you feeding her 600 gold, right? I said this like last game. I don't know if you were watching when I was coaching the other person with their commentary, but like the more you cut down on your own mistakes, the better. So right there, you could have played that better where you could have dropped the ward in that bush. You had your trinket was up.
Oh yeah.
So instead of using culling on him right there, you could have just dropped the ward and you could have just probably Q double auto and then saved your ulti for something else. Always
Well,
try
I
to gain
think
vision around you.
I think that just speaks for how like uncomfortable I am. I think this is like my third or fourth game on Lucian. I've never played him before, and I was just like, oh, if I calling into the bush, it'll reveal her, and then I can not put my trinket down, or I don't know.
Yeah, no, I understand. So with Lucian, you don't want to use your ulti when you're like just like straight up 1v1ing someone and they're like auto attacking you, you know? You want to use your ulti when you're chasing them down or you're running away. You don't want to just like open with your ulti. That's not going to be your main damage. You're better off going Q, double tap, E, double tap, W, double tap, weaving your basic, your passive between your moves.
I see. I see.
Like his ult does decent damage, but it's not something you want to start off with. See, that's exactly what you want to do. You want to use your double taps between them. Just make sure you're using them at like as efficiently as possible, you know? That you're not just going EQW and never actually proccing your passive. So, okay, you're catching up now. So see how you like finish your full boots? That's 1100 gold that could have been on your IE right now. So that was just a bad decision by you. Without having vision of anyone on their team, you decided to fight. I mean, you did somehow make this a one for one, but it could have gone a lot worse. He messed up. Okay.
Volibear?
Yeah, Volibear messed up. He
could have survived it.
He could have survived that. Yeah, he flipped the turn instead of you, so that was like, it's really dumb of him. Remember, you can cancel your culling early to get your double tap. I don't know if you knew that or not, but as you're ulting, you can stop it.
How do you cancel it?
Just press R again.
Oh, okay. Alright.
It's after like, I think like 1 second or something. You can cancel it and then you can just use your passive.
Oh, okay. That reminds me, I was watching this TSM video. It was like Wild Turtle like trying to go for a backdoor or something, and he like ran culling or something.
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. It was an LCS game or a Worlds game, and he used culling instead of ending the game, and I don't know what the heck he was trying to do there. He was trying to get his double tap, but they had nerfed Lucian right before then, to where you couldn't instantly cancel your ulti for like 2 seconds or something. So he was just like culling the Nexus, and like ended up dying for it.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure why you went top here as Lucian. You should have just gone bot and farmed, like froze the lane.
Oh, okay.
Like ganking as an AD carry is kind of like a mid thing. Like I think it's like a mid mentality where like you could go and like actually burst someone down. But in this case, I don't know if this works out or not. But you'd have been better off getting the guaranteed gold bot lane. Because you're a late game carry, right? Like that's what AD carries are. They're team fight late game carries. So until you get like your Static Shiv or Phantom Dancer, you're gonna be slightly on the weak side. Look at all that minions bot lane that you're missing.
Yeah, true. I really just wanted the tower. But yeah, that I screwed up.
Oh, you guys got a kill, so I mean that's something, right? So it's just not a really recommended path to do. It's like ganking as ADC.
Bot and farm up. Well, what if you're fed? What should you...
if you're fed, then it's a different story. If you're ahead, like, a lot, then you can just, like, same thing, push out the bot lane, make it slow push, which is, do you know how to make a wave slow push?
Kill the casters?
Kill the melees, leave the casters. Or, either way, it doesn't really matter. Either way works, like, but basically, yeah, you kill 3 of them, and then you get the other ones weaker, so, like, you know, it takes a while for your minions to kill them. And then you roam with your team. Like, you want to be with your team as much as possible.
Okay.
And you want to start getting the outer turrets like you did there.
Alright.
So you guys already got bot and top. So now your next objective is mid and or dragon. So that's what you should be telling your team to be focusing on. Like, you know, you should get blue trinket by now too.
Can you read chat through the spectate?
Yeah, I can still read chat. Why?
I think I actually typed that exact thing right there. I said, "Hey, we should get it. We should go. We should either go mid or we should go dragon." I think.
I can't read chat. Sorry, I thought you were talking about my stream chat. No, I can't read chat in here, unfortunately. But yeah, no, it's a good thing if you did do that because like trying to communicate with your team and coordinating something is a good thing. They won't always listen to you, but it's a good habit to get into.
Now it's time for the ARAM.
Yo, and you don't want to be like at the front. I mean, I think Blitzcrank could have hooked you there, but he didn't. This is good positioning by you though. You're keeping your distance, range leashing because you can't. You don't want to be like really close to Volibear to the point where he can bite you. So right here, like instead of pushing in on them with them still having 3 up, you should just be like, hey guys, let's do dragon.
Okay.
You know dragon is up because you had a ward on it before that fight started, so you did know it was up. You should be like, okay guys, let's go do dragon, like easy drag. Your jungler's dead. Ours is too, but who cares? Like we can easily do it.
Okay.
Because you guys already have the first one, so you know getting second one denies them of the first one. It's a lot of positive things that happen with dragons.
When's like the ideal time to dragon over siege, or it's like siege over dragon?
I always prefer siege over dragon. Turret because it gives you global gold and more map control because the map opens up. But if you can't do it, like in this case, you killed 2 of them, but like they were still there wave clearing. Instead of wasting time mid lane, you might as well take dragon. So if you have a choice between the two, take the turret. But if mid lane will take too long, like, or taking the turret will take too long, or you don't have a wave there or not, you take the dragon.
Okay.
Okay. So this is good. You guys stay with your team now at this point, because I mean you're actually ramping up to be like pretty strong here now. You're actually ahead of her. She has static shiv and actually no, she's ahead of you now by like 500 gold or less. That's not that bad, like item wise. So you guys are pretty even on each other. That's a really odd build for Kalista. Really, really odd. You're better off going BT into Hurricane or Bork. Not Infinity Edge, Static Shiv. So right here, I'm assuming that's you pinging that you want assistance on this Volibear, but even you going this close to him isn't smart. He can kill you easily.
Oh, you can? Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately Volibear has this thing against, you don't have Ignite or anything, so if his passive is up, he can destroy you. I think he can go like,
he's uncenderable too, so he'd probably screw me up, yeah.
But right here though, after you start your team at Dragon, right? Instead of chasing him, you should have been with him at Dragon, and then you kind of overstayed here bot lane. Now you're forced to use your flash. It's all about like knowing. Don't tunnel vision on farm. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. Now you can. Yeah, you should be able to kill him now. Remember, if Volibear smites with a red smite, all damage you do to him is decreased by 20%. Right after that. So he'll try to duel you with that. So, okay, good. You're going B now. You should be able to forge your static shift.
So, question.
Yeah.
Just then I decided I pushed the lane because I saw I think like 4 go mid and I saw Cho top. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll just shove this. And I killed the casters. I was like, all right, it's going to like slow push. Should I have just backed or was that risky?
No, you're fine there. Just don't push past river in that case because you know they could be waiting for you in the next bush or something. Also, I just realized you're maxing W second on Lucian, max E.
Okay.
You want to decrease the cooldown there, and I believe the mana cost gets decreased as well. So you want to just have more mobility instead of the W really doesn't do that much except give you more movement speed and a little more damage. So right here is a mistake. You being here, they could have wrapped around and killed you, but that's fine. So so from here on out, you do want to stick with your team. If the wave is if the wave gets your turret, then go clear quickly, but not at the expense of like losing pressure at Baron or Dragon or something.
I think I did it again. I was like,
Yep.
oh hey, Volibear, we can get him.
Yeah, you straying to try to 1v1 a Volibear is a bad thing. If that was like maybe Kalista, I'd say okay, you know, that's fine. But I mean, at least your team is following you on this, so you guys will probably get a kill here, as long as you don't go early. No, you guys should be able to get a kill here. This Volibear is like really dumb for pushing like this, but it is good thing that your team did follow up on you.
I think in that case, if they hadn't come, I might have just gone and farmed more or something.
So right here, instead of like keeping on pushing this, you should be going with your team right now. See, instead you should be honestly making your way to your team. They're getting engaged on. You have to be with them. Instead, you're pushing bot lane, kind of pretty much alone.
Okay.
So many kills for you to pick up here.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Oops.
That was a mistake. Like I said, don't open with a culling like that, especially like against the Blitzcrank, where you're like not behind anyone, not behind minions or anything. It's just you're just a sitting duck.
Okay. Yeah. That was pretty bad. Well, hey, I think I get a blue trinket at least.
Oh, that's good, but just get it earlier though. Like,
Okay.
I'd say like your second back. So do you have any questions right now? It's like a kind of a slow point in the game.
I guess just one. I always try. I try and like have this mentality where, hey, like if I'm able to like control the map, like I don't necessarily need my team's help to, you know, snowball a lane or get the minions snowballing. I pushed bot and it got to the point, and this is where I look at the map and I'm like, hey, actually, you know, I forced someone to go deal with bot lane. So like Blitzcrank is there, and top, I think I might go top, I'm not really sure. But my question is, when, we kind of already answered it already, but when's it better to team fight and when's it better to push a lane?
In solo queue, it's always better to team fight.
Okay.
When you're playing ADC, you want to always team fight because, what is it? This is about like silver 2, right, ish?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, like all the games in this like general elo, like this in gold and stuff, are all determined by team fighting. So if you're gonna be pushing bottom or something, you're putting your team at like a severe disadvantage in a 4v5. Just in case they decide like, okay, you know, Lucian's not a threat here, like let's just engage on them 5v4.
Okay.
So you want to be with your team as much as possible and have them grouped up. I mean, especially like you're 9-5, like you're actually pretty strong.
Yeah.
See, like you guys won this fight. Like you this is where you have to realize like, oh damn, look at this. Like our team can team fight better than theirs. Like not based on comp or anything, but based on like just individual skill. Like we can do this. Like we don't have to worry about it. I really hope you take this dragon instead of walking right past it. Okay. Minions are good, but dragon is better.
Okay. Man, I missed season 4 when it gave you gold though.
I know, but like you getting a 3rd dragon for your team here, it helps a lot because you guys can maybe make a play for the 5 dragon game, you know? Instead of like giving them 1, it will delay you guys by another 6 minutes. Starving your opponent of gold is worth more, in my opinion, than getting gold yourself. Or starving your opponent on objective, sorry. Because dragon doesn't give gold, but instead of them getting 1 dragon, it's better off you guys getting 3. So that's I think killing, like dying here for, oh maybe you won't die, maybe you'll live, but that was worth it. Even if you did die there, like getting an inner turret is worth it.
The tier 2, would it matter which one it is, mid, top, or bottom, or is
Nope.
it just good
No,
to...
tier 2 is tier 2.
Okay.
So right here, instead of BT, look at their team. They have 3 people on armor right now. You should have gotten Last Whisper. You are your team's. You and Yi are basically your team's tank killers, and Yi doesn't have a Last Whisper. You should have a Last Whisper.
Okay.
It's worth more money than a BT is right here, because they have what, Volibear, Randuin's, Cho'Gath getting a Frozen Heart, Blitzcrank with Randuin's.
What's your opinion of Bork on Lucian?
It's not terrible, but probably as like a 5th item.
Okay.
Like, it's not terrible, but not like a first item Bork. Don't do that. So remember, what your W does is if you get the W on him in auto, you get more movement speed. So you should throw your W out there first, and then auto him. You could have caught up to him.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So right here, again, you were like kind of wandering top a little more. You gotta get to your team as soon as possible.
Okay.
Just cut any inefficient pathing, you know? Like, don't make a decision and go with it. Even if it's wrong, you'll learn it's wrong. But don't like be like, oh, I'm gonna go top and I'm gonna go mid. Now I'm gonna go top, go mid. Like, pick one.
Uh-huh.
Like, here I see you're picking top, which is, in my opinion, it's a wrong decision. Because
Okay.
if your team, you are one of the strongest people on your team, you splitting, it's kind of crap. Like, you're not Zed to split like this, you know? You're not Zed, you're not Yasuo. You don't have TP. You're the AD carry. You're worth the most with your team.
Okay. See, man, that's what I needed. I needed someone to tell me that, and not just me thinking, hey, I need to farm to carry my team. I need the gold. But in reality, there's like a lot more to it than...
You're already strong enough to carry your team. At this point. Even if you get 0 CS from here on out, you're strong enough to carry your team. Now, culling there wasn't actually a bad idea because like he was already locked down, and you going in would have probably like put you in more deeper like risk. So that was a good culling there. Unfortunately, your Yi decided to initiate a fight for God knows why. So, looking at the map right here, what are you guys going to accomplish mid lane?
I think that's me actually pinging and nothing.
Yeah, Dragon isn't up for another more than 2 minutes. We already got the the tier 2 mid, you got the tier 2 bot, so your next objective should be top lane.
Top lane.
Top lane slash Baron. Because that's going to be the next thing that's most important to you guys. See, Last Whisper would have actually done more there instead of BT, because you would have been like crushing through him right there, like your full combo. I don't know if you would have killed him, but he would have been a lot lower. Okay, good. Make sure you bring the wave with you. Okay.
Type chat and say, hey guys, we should get top tier 2.
Yep. You say that. Okay, guys. Let's go top here as 5. If your team doesn't come, don't do it alone. But
that might have been my idea why I was top. I'm not sure though. I'm not.
It's actually, you see Kalista down here. You see Kalista bot, and you see Volibear dead. You can afford to push this lane. You and Garen should be pushing this lane. Because your other 2 people are pushing mid, you are safe here. So now what I'd actually recommend is, since you haven't upgraded your blue trinket, upgrade to yellow, the mini sightstone trinket. You know what I mean? Because if you guys are going to be pushing deep into the jungle, you need the vision.
So sell blue trinket and then get the.
Yellow one that gives you 2 sight words or 2 vision words. Sorry, yeah, sight words.
You're saying I should do that, or?
Yep, you.
Okay.
Like this is looking good for you, and you have it's like mandatory that you do not get caught here on out. Past the 35-minute mark, you dying will hurt your team so much, like to the point where you probably lose the game.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure you're protecting yourself. Like you're not going greedy pathing. You know what I mean by greedy pathing? Like going places where like going through
Out in
walking through places that where like they could possibly be, instead of just taking the slightly longer path but safer. So you guys are trying to do like a fanatic bush thing here.
Mm-hmm.
Which is great. But dragon's up, just take the dragon. Maybe you guys will get a pick on you here. I mean, Volibear. Okay. So, Baron. Whoever you should be calling Baron right here.
I think
Two dead on their team, jungler's dead, Baron.
I think I am.
Yeah, someone's calling, assist me. So, just go over there. Just go over there, force your team to start the Baron. Force them to come over, you know? Like, Baron's like the only way their team can come back into this. Baron and you getting flashed, you getting caught, basically. Alrighty. This game seems to be in the bag for you guys. I mean, apparently this lasts another 20 minutes, doesn't it?
Does it? Oh, wow, yeah. Oh, yeah, I think I want to say we just kind of started, or I started, like, doing dumb stuff, and
You got
just,
cocky
like,
slightly.
yeah.
Yep, that's a really... So you have a GA now. This is like a perfect, like, we can end the game as in one push. Like, this is all, like, this should be over in the next 5 minutes, honestly.
True.
You, like... Think of like solo queue as a job, okay? You want to finish the job as fast as possible, and you really don't want to like mess it up. So why? I mean, yeah, it's a game. Like at the end of the day, League is a game. But if you want to rise, you just gotta treat it like something that's pretty serious. Like you don't want to mess it up, and you don't want to be cocky. Like just like you're playing like any sport. Like, have you played a sport before?
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you play?
I played football, lacrosse, and baseball.
Okay, perfect. So like in any of those games, right? Like even if you're ahead, like you want to close out strong. You want to play the same intensity you played the entire game, no matter like how ahead you are or whatever. It doesn't matter. So just apply that same concept to League. Keep one eye on the minion at all times. Like when you guys have Baron buff, if you see like someone on their team like not defending this turret, you guys go for this. You should be, as the AD carry, it's your responsibility to be in range attacking this top turret. You're like all the way back here. He's attacking the turret for some reason.
I was waiting on the team, but that obviously didn't happen. Yeah, here goes the screw up.
That turret could have gone down already if you had attacked it. And I think you might be dead and lose your GA too. Yep. This is probably why the game like stretches itself.
See, in my mind, I'm thinking, hey, just 5-man top and get the turret.
Yeah, I mean that's fine, but if your team is hell bent on pushing, then like split pushing, then just keep on like auto attacking the turret because it's on you to auto attack it since you're ranged.
This Fizz's name is killing me. Anus laser. Alrighty.
So any questions right now? So I see you sold your okay, I want to see your logic here. Why'd you sell your GA for a QSS?
Just about to ask you, do you think I just bought QSS because I figured I needed a defensive item.
Okay.
And GA ran out, and I don't know, I was just like, hey,
Okay.
I can, like, cancel a slow or something like that, maybe.
Think about it this way, okay? Let's just watch your team fight first. Oh, so once again, opening with calling, like, makes you do so little damage. Your auto attacks do a lot more than your ulti.
Okay.
So, like, you wasted a lot of time there by just ulting them instead of just autoing them and queuing. That should be it. You're dying again. Okay.
Yeah.
QSS is only useful if their team has any CC that you can ult out of. Or, sorry, cleanse out of. Blitzcrank, no CC you can cleanse out of except for silence. Kalista, Rand, that's it. You can't cleanse out of her knockup. Fizz, you can QSS out of his fish, but that's it. Cho'Gath, silence only. You can't do it out of the knockup. Volibear, same thing, only his slow. So, stuns, and like maybe Nasus Wither, stuff like that. But there's so little hard CC on their team that you can cleanse out of that QS is a waste of an item in this case. You're better off going Banshee's Veil.
Okay. Banshee's Veil?
Yep, but look at the AP damage on their team. Cho'Gath and Fizz. They're basically the people wrecking you.
Okay.
Go Banshee's Veil. It's worth a lot more on you than QSS is.
Alright. Should I... Oh wait, I only have that one slot. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, should I have kept the GA and waited for it to regen, or...
No, you're better off selling it to get a bit like a Spectre's Cowl / Banshees. Alrighty. So, Volibear is like hell bent on split pushing for some reason, and there's an open in him mid. Just, you tell your team, push mid 5v4, force him to come back. He's not that fast of a pusher. He's really not. He doesn't take turrets that fast either.
Is it not worth it to try and get the pick?
I mean, you could, but now they're gonna just push mid and like, I mean, there's not much they can push. Like, there's a threat here of you dying. You seem to like love to go alone first. So like, wait for your team to do that. Like, in this case, it works out.
At the same time, I think that it's my mentality, my whole mentality, that I'm looking at the map much faster than than like anyway. I'm reacting to what I see on the map quicker than I see like what everyone else is doing.
Yeah, and that's not a bad thing. But also remember that like the 4 people you're playing with, like they don't know what you're thinking. So you have to kind of play around them instead of the other way around.
Alright. Yeah, not trying to sound like arrogant or anything.
No,
but
it's
trying to.
fine.
You know, oh shit.
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, that hook.
Yeah. I can't believe that hit me. I was like so mad with myself because I was like, oh hey, I see E there, like I'm gonna go help him out, and then nope. Got hooked by the crank.
Yeah, you guys really need to be pushing mid because 1, there's an open inhib, and 2, they have supers there, so you guys can push against their supers, like basically negating it. See how long your death timers are? Like, you cannot afford to die. Playing safer is way better than you ever like getting caught out. Because look how much their team can get off of this. Like, they can do whatever the hell they want since you're like probably the strongest person on your team right now.
I think at this point none of us just know what to do.
Well, first of all, you guys shouldn't be outside of your base like this with your mid inhibitor like minions flowing in. There's nothing to defend out here. You should be inside your base waiting for them to come to you and then fighting them.
I see.
So that it's probably yours and Lux's responsibility to keep mid lane pushed out, so it doesn't get your Nexus turrets. So you going top here is kind of useless. Like even like making your way top, you have to defend this bot turret somehow. I'm actually surprised you guys win this. Their team should be able to close this out. The way you guys are playing. There's a couple like errors that like could have been easily fixed.
Oh my god. Oh hey, we got him. Cool.
You use your E a little too early there. Like, remember you use your W to get your movement speed. Yeah, I haven't seen you use that yet on Lucian.
I didn't know that. I didn't know what his W did. I thought it was a
damage marked targets with your W grants you 60 movement speed.
Oh wow. Okay, that's a lot.
This is a pretty good Baron call. 3 of them are dead. The jungler's dead, and so is their Omnom. So, however, your jungler's not here. I don't know where the flick he is. Oh, he's in base.
Holy shit! Did you see that crit?
Yeah.
Oh, the Garen crit. Oh wait, was that me? Oh.
That was you. Unless Garen is running 1% crit, I think that's you.
I thought he like had like an IE or something, and I don't know. Never mind.
You're like you pushing like this is really really dumb right now. Like incredibly stupid. Like you're alone. 1, you don't know where their team is. 2, I think you're gonna die here.
I think I got super minion blocked or some shit.
Why is this Fizz such a pussy? He should be killing you. Okay, he messed up. But yeah, pushing like that was really like not a good idea. Because if they had coordinated that better, 2v1 they could have killed you.
Wow, I definitely see what you're saying about how this could have ended like 10 minutes ago.
Yep.
And honestly, I feel like it was my fault that it came out to this, came out this long.
I mean, you just kind of have to always blame yourself because that's how you're gonna get better. And like, in all honesty, like this, you could have played this where it could have ended like 10 minutes ago, easily. Alright, so your team got a pick. Whoever's picking Inhibitor is the right call here. Inhib or Baron, but Inhib's a safer play here. When you're sieging turrets, remember, or like structures, you're the one who's supposed to auto attack you when you see the openings, because you're the ranged player on your team.
Okay.
Like right here, right? You should be auto-attacking that inhibitor right now. Not culling them, because it's really useless to culling. You should be autoing. Cause that's the objective you're here for, right? Not to kill them, you just want the inhib. Okay. So now, you straying off to kill Kalista, I don't know if that's the best idea, but you did it. Wow, holy crap, that build is so bad. Okay, never mind. That was a good call. Her build is so bad.
What does she have?
What is that build?
BT Yomu's Shiv Last Whisper.
I mean, why do you have a Yomu's and a freaking static Shiv as Kalista? You could kill him.
The RNG gods were not on my side.
No, but you can kill that Fizz right here. Gary's tanking everything. You're basically hiding behind the wall. Okay, so you have 37 seconds on, like 30 seconds on each of them. You guys should be doing Baron here. Instead, Baron decides to chase like a genius. Wow, okay. Well, unfortunately you can't do Baron, but Dragon is up, dude. You should know this. It should be fifth Dragon for you. And you can solo it as Lucian.
Oh wow, he teleported away. Okay, that makes sense. In game, I was looking for Cho'Gath. He was like pushing, I think, and
Yeah.
I was like, wait, I'm gonna kill him. And then I was like, where the hell did he go? He did some like weird route or something.
So there should be a barrier for you guys. You should be pinging this. Getting Scuttle here would be smart instead of going for the Kalista kill. And you're gonna kill her because her build sucks. And that was a really nice play by you though. That was good.
So Baron on Baron now, or
Yeah, actually Baron should be like yours right now. I don't know what the heck your team, like he's distracting their jungler, so jungler for jungler is out. They have 2 dead. Easy Baron. And so 5th Dragon plus Baron, no reason you guys shouldn't be like picking a lane and just ending the game. Like getting their last inhibs, like their turrets. Because you guys kill it so fast with that Baron buff.
in this scenario, should I just go mid and follow my team, or should I just?
I mean, you bringing in the wave is a perfectly fine thing because you want them to be pressured in as many places as possible. But after you get this wave there, you should be with your team.
Okay.
This is good though. Apparently your team is distracting them, so you getting this inhib and turret is a good call.
Alright.
And then now same thing, bot or mid, it doesn't really matter. Running, you don't need to run. Your team is right there. Fight it.
I think Kalista ulted and I was just scared.
Oh, okay. Well, there should be GG right here, actually. I'm hoping. Please? Like, please? Like, come on.
Team?
Well, you should have autoed that turret one more time. But...
is it? Okay.
It's like one hit away. Okay, there you go. Team? End?
Yeah. GG. Nice.
There you go. Alright, dude.
Alright, yeah.
Do you have any questions at all about that game?
I do actually have a lot, but I'll save that for some time in the future. My only one, really right now would probably be, what, in your opinion, what's the easiest way to get your team to kind of finesse your team to listen to you and to like follow something that that you want to do.
Be the strongest on the team. Don't be the guy with 6 stats 0-6. They're not going to listen to you. Be the guy who hasn't made a dumb decision the entire game. Even if you are like 1-0-0 or 0-0-0, right? Your team will follow you if you haven't died, or if you're like the strongest on the team, or if you're the person who hasn't made any like bonehead errors, like getting caught out or something. Make sure you're not causing any arguments with your team, like in champion select or when you get into game. You gotta be the neutral guy, right? Like the guy who just like is just there. And then once that happens, you calling for objective, they will follow you. Don't be the guy who is like, who has gotten caught out 3 times this game and like is losing lane. Like they're not gonna listen to you at that point. Even if you are making the correct decision, they're not gonna listen to you. And it's a sad thing, but that's how solo queue works.
Okay.